And good morning. I'm your friend Scotty Ray, and this is Odie.
Man, we are back for a Tuesday.
The 19th. Can you believe this month has gotten so far ahead of us?
In a week, we'll already be past Christmas.
And 24 rolling in.
Man,
I brought up this day in 2000. It was 15 degrees on this day when we woke up. Can you really fathom that being 23 years ago?
No.
I remember the Y2K party downtown Meridian, and we thought the world was coming to an end.
Our computers are not going to generate a day at a time.
It was the best money-making scheme there ever was.
Everybody says, well, I'll just go buy a new one.
Yep, new ones, and then we had the all of the meals and fallout shelters being built because they thought the infrastructure would fall, and none of the above happened.
And it was just another day.
It was gimmick.
Yeah, 2024.
Woohoo!
Man.
So y'all hang into that.
Wow.
We do need to bring up there's been an accident on I-20 if you're going to be headed toward Jackson, Mississippi.
Yep.
Let's take a look at this and pull this up. Now, there has been the possibility of some injuries involved in this as it's a rollover. As you're going past Lawrence and you get here near Lake and you cross Highway 80, here in the curve is mile marker 97, 98, right along in there is where this would be at. As we do have some pictures from the scene there, red lights everywhere, and then as you can see here, let's blow this up a little bit further there. As you can see, the vehicle upside down in the curve there. Possible injuries. We don't know the extent of it, but emergency officials are on the scene this morning, Odie.
Yeah, it's going to make for a slow day for a little while, but give them space. Slow down while you go through there. Don't be recording the scene while you go. Get your passenger to do that. But, be careful. Stay vigilant while you're out there. These guys with the wreckers going in and out, moving around. It's a dangerous situation.
So, did you hear me bring up what Texas has passed on a state level a minute ago?
I think it's the most awesome thing out there. And it goes back to our Constitution, which gives our states rights.
There was a discrepancy about states' rights many, many moons ago. So who will win on the end of this? Will it be Texas or will the White House win on this? Because what we're referring to is Texas passed a law this week that makes it illegal to be in the state if you're not a citizen, which gives them the authority to remove you from the state.
So my only question would be if the feds can't go in and stop some of that, is they're going to be using some profiling. Now, if they've got proof that this fella is not, or this person is not a citizen, then they have all right. As long as they're not profiling and saying, hey, you don't look like.
What if they were to set up a camera right at the border and you step across and they go, where's your ID?
I got you.
That's not profiling, is it?
Not one bit. Not one bit. And the state has a right under states' rights to run their state the way they see fit, just like Mississippi, Alabama, New York, California. And if you don't like what they're doing, move.
Now, I don't know if information will be shared or not, but I know after doing a little work down in Texas, they've got cameras set up in very remote locations that when you go by it, it triggers it and sends it back to immigration for them to see this, and all of a sudden they show up. Now, whether or not they will share that information with the state of Texas is to be determined.
That's going to be interesting, but they can go out and put their own deal in. Their own camera systems in.
Odie, look at this number. Averaging 2,000 people a day into the United States that are not citizens, that are not paying taxes, that in the end will take benefits from someone who's worked all of their life to get these benefits, because we're having to support these folks. Like it or not, however you want to say that sounds, that's what's going on.
Well, I mean, under Democrat rule, yeah, as soon as they get over here, they're eligible for food stamps, health care, and everything else. While we've got military vets who fought for our country that's sitting on a street corner begging for a hamburger because they don't have any food.
Something doesn't add up there, does it?
Got a problem with that. And, and if you don't like what's going on in California, and this is going on right now in Texas, if you don't like what's going on in California, get out. And they have, and they've moved to Texas. Here's the problem. The reason California is in the stink that it is because of people's political beliefs.
Now they're dragging those beliefs to Texas.
They got upset because it's not working in California, so they go to Texas and take their freaking beliefs with them. You're the problem. Go back to California.
There you go. There's a lot of people that what is interesting about all this, and you do the breakdown of this of Californian areas, is primarily these large cities, and then you get to the outskirts and to the rural route, what I would call like middle America. They have the same beliefs as the southern states or this way, however you want to word that, to where they think you should get out and work and earn your own living. It's these larger cities that hold these beliefs, but there's so many of them, they outweigh the rest of the state.
The population, a lot of California is conservative.
Yeah, that was a word I was looking for. I couldn't come to my tongue there. So
we had somebody, he says, so a visitor from Georgia wouldn't, I guess, be allowed in Texas. Germany. Well, I say Georgia.
Yeah, that's totally different.
That's totally. They're visiting, so they've got a passport, and you've got paperwork saying, "Hey, I'm coming to visit your great country, and then I'm going to go back home." It's the same as us going to Germany or Spain, or we're only going to be there for a little while. Mm-hmm. But try and get over to Spain or somewhere without paperwork. Try and swim from the ocean in there, and then go to the government and say, "Can you help me?" See what
they say.
Yeah, they got jails, and I can promise you they ain't like ours.
Vivian is saying my number was a little bit low of what I said of about 2,000 people crossing a day. She says as high as 10,000 a day. And I don't know that may be true.
And we've got millions that are here, and so here's the thing. And Rick, if I said only citizens were allowed, I'm sorry.
But I think you know what we meant by that, as in being
American citizens,
not being here illegally is what we mean by that.
An illegal alien. How about we say it that way? Lord, Levy says my BP's it don't take much, and I done lost my whole train of thought.
It'll get your car off the train there.
It'll get me going this morning.
But that's kind of what's going on. Texas, we'll see what goes down. And y'all know it's a showdown coming in between the White House and Texas on this. And Texas, Arizona has a lot, but Texas is one of the bigger places that does this.
I mean, yeah. And these people, they've allowed them to come in, and they're letting them vote. Mm-hmm. And guess who they're voting for?
Well, I'll be. Shock me.
They're voting. Talk about the season we're in. They're voting for Santa Claus that gives them all these freaking free gifts and a monthly check. Oh, that burns me. That does get my blood pressure up.
Did you know that? And I didn't realize this morning. China had an earthquake. Did you know about that?
No.
118 people lost their life in an earthquake there.
Well, prayers go out to them.
Yeah, I did not realize that. 6.2 magnitude tremor destroyed buildings and huge landslides in that area. That one slipped up on me. I didn't realize that happened.
I hate to hear that. I really do.
Yeah, no matter who you are and where you are.
Man, exactly.
All right, up and coming, we're going to tell you about what's been going on locally. We had a chance to go out last night, huge, and we're going to tell you about a fugitive still on the run. That's all up and coming here at the Scotty Ray Report. We'll be right back. Have you been wanting your own building, your own shed? Speak to our friends at Best Sadia Building, 601-728-1954. Now, they can custom build you a home from a barn dominium. Maybe it's a shed that you're needing, or a simple place to park your car, a garage, a camp house, a tractor, your motorcycle, even that lawnmower. They can custom design whatever it is you need. Quality work, trustworthy, Best Sadia Buildings. Speak with Drew, 601-728-1954. As the seasons change, so do your clothes, and Garrett Sports Center on 8th Street has exactly what you need. Habo shirts, long and short sleeve, also Hulk shirts. And America's favorite brand, Carhartt. Whether you need work pants or slacks for church. And nothing lasts like a pair of Carhartt overalls. Maybe it's a set of boots that you need. From box to lacrosse, they have the boot for you. And as hunting season rolls in, they have all the camouflage you need and toboggans to boot. Garrett Sports Center, 3505 8th Street, Meridian. If it's crossed your mind about a new tractor, visit my friends at Freeman Tractor on Highway 494 here in Collinsville. They got any style, any size that you're looking for. And right now, you can take advantage of getting a new tractor, a trailer, and a bush hog, all for $31,000, 0% interest for 84 months. Yeah, 0% for 84 months. Also, a great service department to work on any tractor that you have. From bush hogs, disc, and tillers, see it all at Freeman Tractor, Highway 494 in Collinsville. And good morning, I'm your friend Scotty Ray, and welcome back. Somebody made a comment, Odie, about there being a wind farm in Clark County.
I'm writing this name down, so we'll have. So they talking about the wind farm in Clark County. Now I'm not aware of a wind farm. Now near the Barnett community, they do have a solar farm, and I don't know how many acreage that's going to take. And I don't know the stage that they're at, but I do know
they're building it, so to speak.
Yeah. And the last I heard, and I hadn't paid a whole lot of attention to it, that all the land has been cleared and they're building this solar farm out there.
What will be done with that? Will that be
so that will supplement power for, and I do not know if this is
like the Tennessee Valley when it fails,
right?
As a backup. Okay.
And then this is, I don't know where they're going to store the batteries and all that, but it will be a supplement to the power.
And then Odie also caught me off guard when I brought that up. He goes, "Well, you know about the one in Lauderdale County?" I said, "Do what?" We have one here also.
Yeah, I didn't. Lauderdale near Russell, out that way, and my brain left what road it is on. Somebody's got it on here, but Lauderdale County's got one. I don't know how many acres, maybe 100 acres.
How long has it been in existence?
A few years now.
Huh. Do you know if anybody's ever had to use that power harness from that?
I'm sure they use it. I'm sure they supplement with it. The Navy base has also got one of their own that will totally run the Naval Air Station. So it could be dependent if something was to happen.
I had no idea this even existed.
Yeah, I mean, you got some pros and cons with that. The pro is, we're not spending $4 billion on a failed project trying to burn coal. This is I guess you could say, a proven working model. But now you've got to store this energy and move it, and then at the same time, you have just undeveloped 100 and so acres that will never be used for anything else again. It's strictly solar panels now. It was a tree farm.
And a lot of people would say that about the coal plant also, that land.
Now it's done. It will, especially after all of this with the solar panels. Yeah, you can go in and get all that stuff out and clear the land and replant it, and you're good. It's just a solar panel. That lignite plant, you will never see anything on it. That land over there is just about totally 100% absolutely destroyed, no good for nothing.
There's a lot of people that really like that made lots of money in the getting that here. I won't call names, but legislation. Imagine how people make money off of that.
Cha-ching.
Yes, sir, Bob there.
I mean,
also on a national level, I see this morning that the Pentagon, we got a 10-nation military pact that I didn't know about. Do you know about this?
No, I did.
Okay, we'll add 10 of them in there for the Red Sea. Drone strikes is what we're talking about, as vessels keep getting attacked as they travel the waters. 10 nations have joined together. As we get to this, it's going to be, let's see, the U.S., United Kingdom. Where is this country? Bahrain? I don't know that one. Canada?
I couldn't point it out on a map.
Canada, France, Italy, Netherlands, Norway. How do you pronounce this one?
Yeah.
Yeah, that one. There's some folks we don't know who they are. And also Spain jumping in there with us.
So here's my issue with that. I think it's awesome. But here's the $1 million question.
I know, bet you know where you're going with this.
Out of all those countries listed, who you think's going to fund that?
The U.S. taxpayer, I bet you money.
Now, wasn't it Trump that says, I tell you what, we can get in the UN. But the rest of y'all going to pony up right along with us.
Now, if I also saw something not long ago, they passed something because they are afraid that he may get elected to where the U.S. would not be able to back out of the UN, to where it wouldn't give the president power. It would have to be voted on by Congress. Did you see that?
No, I didn't.
Tell me I'm wrong if I am. But I think I read that last week where they've passed a resolution to where Congress would be there. I'm not sure I agree with that.
Trump or not, I don't know how I feel either. I guess I do lean towards one man should not have the power to say, okay, we're completely out. But it needs to be a level playing field. Why are we funding 90% or whatever the actual percentage is of the operation of the United Nations?
Yeah, we should not carry that bill.
No, so should he have the power as president to turn around and say, okay, we're going to pay our fair share, plus we'll pay a little bit more because we are who we are. But we're not funding this whole endeavor.
And if you pay more, shouldn't you have more say-so?
Exactly. You ought to have a couple of seats up there, voting powers.
That's just my 2 cents.
But
We're not always right, but we sure get around the bush pretty close to it.
yeah, we're not far off.
Odie, we've got someone still at large that the Newton County Sheriff's Department, Mississippi Highway Patrol, and also Scott County has been looking for. Let's go ahead and pull this picture up where you can see this gentleman here. If you happen to see this man in Newton County anywhere, contact officials. They are searching for him. His name is Samuel Jerome Patrick. What we understand, he's a suspect in a car that was stolen yesterday and it wrecked. This would be in the area of True Light Road and Highway 80. Also, there are other warrants dealing with this man from Scott County. Now, I had someone who had a truck stolen earlier in the week, was found in Jackson, said that possibly a connection also to the same gentleman. So take this as if you see him, anybody that is running from the law should be considered dangerous because they don't want to go back to jail. We'll put it that way, and we do hope that he is found soon. They are working diligently to find this man.
They are, and if you see something, say something.
Correct.
It's anonymous. No one's going to say who you are.
That's correct. Now, we had a chance last night. Boy, I did not realize just how big this had gotten at West Lauderdale.
You know, I went last year because of my granddaughter, and I was like, this is pretty cool. But then we went back last night.
Yeah.
Like, man, y'all have gone all out.
Y'all look at this as we see this as all the teachers decorated the halls, and this is called the
Deck the halls.
Deck the halls, but I was trying to come up with a name for this. Is this the chicken sitting? What do you call this?
Big bird.
Big bird on a frying pan?
Yeah. With a cookie monster.
With the cookie monster there. As we go through here, this was really, look at the halls here, Odie. And I've got some more pictures to add. I had 2 or 3 cell phones with me. This is where you came in.
Well, I think it stuck me, wasn't it?
Yeah. There's some teachers there.
Scotty Ray, come here and take a pic, Scotty Ray.
Look at this, Odie.
I mean, the artwork was
They spent
awesome.
a lot of time. We have to give it to the teachers who went above and beyond to make this so big for the kids.
And every child there enjoyed every little minute. I never heard anybody screaming, crying. They were all having a good time. The teachers loved it. It was just great.
I've got the pictures of Santa on the other phone that we've got to do. Santa, Mrs. Claus was set up in the lunchroom.
Yeah, go back on our Facebook and pull that up. We did a little live from there that had Santa and Miss Santa behind us, and there was tons of folks.
It sure was. It was crowded. And we want to say thank y'all for going out and supporting the kids.
Yeah.
That's what it's all about in the end there. We'll be right back as we start this Tuesday together here at the Scotty Ray Report.
Our local headlines are brought to you by the Rock House Gun and Pawn.
The staff at the Little Griddle in downtown Marion would love to wish you and yours a very Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year. Make plans to join the Griddle in 2024 for a great hamburger or anything you might need. Again, we wish you a Merry Christmas from the Little Griddle. Philadelphia Gun and Pawn, located at 910 Posey Avenue, has tons of lawnmowers to choose from. A big selection of zero-turn lawnmowers, power washers, and even barbecue grills. Step inside the store and see their complete line of Liberty safes along with those Browning safes. A large selection of Louis Vuitton purses along with satin shirts and bead sets. And tons to choose from for the outdoorsman in your household. And always a great deal on any type of jewelry you're looking for. And a private lobby for pawns for your confidentiality. Philadelphia Gun and Pawn. Okay, we give the award to the funniest comment so far this morning to Kathy.
She's got it. If I keep listening to Scotty Ray and Odie, I'm going to be smart or something.
Thumbs up to you.
Thumbs up and good morning.
That was pretty good.
We've got, talking about having a good morning. 94 years. We keep talking about, can you believe it's already 2024?
Right.
Think back to
You do the arithmetic on that.
1924, when you had a birthday.
Mm-hmm.
No, that's 100 years.
Yeah.
It's too early. We're going to say 94
Add
years
6,
ago.
that'd be 30. It'd be 1930,
well, we got to
would it
subtract.
not?
Yeah. So
1930.
1930, your birthday. And here it is, fixing to be 2024. But you entered this world 1930.
Woohoo!
Miss Zoe Ryan is having her 94th birthday today. Wow.
That's a big one.
Good morning. Happy birthday. And if you're 94 years old, you've got some kids and grandkids out there, and you've got some great grandkids. So y'all all come together and make this one special day for Miss Ryan.
There you go.
There is nothing better to see someone that's 94 years old, 94 years young. That is awesome. Can you believe what she has seen change in her lifetime?
Yeah, things I've seen change in the last week.
Yeah. I wonder if she's got a cell phone.
Oh, we got a 15th birthday there to Jonathan Gibson.
Oh, well, happy birthday, Jonathan.
I want to bring this up, and I'll put it this way. Remember, as you're out and about, there's a lot of UPS, FedEx trucks making extra stops right now for Christmas and delivering packages. And we had a little fender bender yesterday. This would be out on T.M. Jones Road there, as we came across a little accident there. Kind of messed the truck up there and got us a little dent there in the UPS truck. Things like this do happen. Y'all be careful, watch one another, and pay attention best you can. That does happen. Yeah. Let's see what else we got going on.
Tough. Well, you know, we had these couple of birthdays that we pushed out.
Uh-huh.
We missed one yesterday.
Ooh, that's what I'm hearing. We didn't mention it, did we?
No. The almost high man himself.
Almost high man.
Yeah, he'll be. It's just a few more days.
10 days or so, and he'll be it.
Something like that. So, Sheriff-elect, or just Sheriff,
Yeah.
Ward Calhoun had a birthday yesterday.
Yep.
And we didn't get that out. And Kyle Rutledge, Supervisor District 5, and
has a
his beautiful wife, Jody, celebrated, I think it's 19 years of wedding bliss yesterday as well. So, hey, we're getting there. We're a day behind on some of them. And Jim Daniels got a birthday today. Miss Sheila says, my husband Jim's birthday. So
Well,
happy birthday.
Go. Hey, we had a little small car chase yesterday, Odie.
Uh-oh.
Don't worry, they still got away.
Oh.
This would be right over near off of 8th Street. We would be down in this area there to where police got in behind a black Altima. It sped away and would stop there around Davis Courts. The two would jump out of the car and run.
Ooh.
To my knowledge, they were never caught. Traffic stop was initiated and off they ran. The car was hauled away. So that's what we've got this morning dealing with it. Because I had a lot of people going, all right, what are the police doing? It was, if I am not mistaken, 2 people in the car that fled probably almost as it come to a still. And off they went.
Well,
things like that gonna happen, you know.
It is, but I hopefully they know who they are.
Yeah, most likely. Tag
There's
numbers.
some cameras around there.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
As we turn to 22nd Avenue overlooking Marion on top of the hill from the Cefco, we had a fender bender there. If you'll notice a truck off here, a car here. Get you a closer look there. Front end damage to the truck. We've had several of these throughout the area happen. No one hurt with that, so that is what is good. Now, we did have an incident as we were going along yesterday. This is one of those.
This is not funny.
No, but it's
no.
But I have gotten out of a vehicle before and been talking to somebody and turn around and you go, "Where's my car?"
Well, I did that the other day, and that's what I was laughing at.
Because it has happened to a lot of folks. As this rolled away, this would be across from Mississippi Power, as it rolled off into the ditch.
Yeah.
Now, front row.
Ow.
Things like this happen, but it just kind of, I think it'd been sitting there 30 minutes before it decided to roll away.
Oh.
So no one was hurt. Nobody was in the vehicle as it plunged off into the ditch. They just had to winch it on out a little bit later.
Just a little pride.
Yep. There's another view of that there.
And hopefully it didn't tear anything up.
It doesn't look too bad.
No.
I'm thinking a front end alignment's going to be necessary.
Well, now that's a deep hole. Maybe your grill needs to be buffed.
Something like that. But things do happen. And thank goodness there was nobody in the parking lot. It just kind of rolled off by itself there.
I can tell you they had a bulldog hitch on that trailer.
Yes, sir. It didn't come loose.
Because that dude didn't come loose. If that would have been anything else, it would have done popped off there.
Those bulldog hitches are good. And I'm not sure about county, but we have gotten this from the city of Marion about New Year's garbage collections. Here's what we've got in there. We've got this posted if you want to keep up with what's going on with the trash there. Monday's route will be collected Tuesday. This is all starting next week there and so forth as it goes down.
I'll get up with Oscar One, who is the Lauderdale County garbologist, and get him to check and get us some dates on any changes that there's going to be in the county. So Oscar One, I know, is already on that, and we'll find out for sure if anything changes.
We've got a guest coming in Friday, and they do this every year, and we can't brag enough about what this does to children that would not have a Christmas any other way.
Yeah. Talk about somebody that spends a year thinking about Christmas. That's
him.
This man right here. Randall Davis, the police chief in Marion, has opened his heart and poured it out into this toy drive. And this is something that is just amazing to see what he does for the kids in not just our community.
It's basically anywhere.
Anybody that needs something, this man, and it's not just toys, it's anything. This man has definitely got Jesus Christ in his heart and pushes out what he can to make sure everyone's having a great Christmas.
And this will be Saturday morning. It begins at 8 o'clock and goes until. A lot of great sponsors helping out. He'll be here Friday to tell us about who helped out with this and all the fun stuff that's going on in Marion at the Shriners. That's where it'll take place there. We got that up and coming. Scotty Ray and Odie, already 7:29, Odie.
They talking about 2024 coming by quick. So is the time.
It is. It's flying. We'll be right back. Patrick Allen Companies has a wide selection of garage doors that will fit your style, add value to your home, and add curb appeal to your neighborhood. Patrick Allen also has top-of-the-line, energy-efficient replacement windows that will make your home look great while saving you money. We're family-owned and operated, and we take pride in our work. 5305 Highway 145 South in Meridian.
For all your garage doors and replacement windows,
call Patrick Allen Companies.
You buy. And if you need a front-end alignment, make sure to try their new state-of-the-art alignment machine. No matter the size of your truck and car, J&J can align it. J&J also has touch-free mounting, laser wheel balancing, and as always, they provide preventive maintenance, including CV axles, shocks, struts, brakes, with the largest selection of new and used tires, along with exhaust systems. Locally owned and operated since 1978 in Meridian.
For something as vital as your eyes, you should have your lenses and contacts made with the utmost care and precision. And that's what Grayson Optical does on 24th Avenue. Since 1996, Grayson Optical's mission has been to provide Meridian and surrounding areas with quality eye care products. That's why we're locally owned and operated. And don't forget, custom-made sunglasses like Costa for your eyes only. When you need to see clearly, Grayson Optical. 2021 24th Avenue, Meridian. 601-693-6374.
Welcome back. I'm your friend Scotty Ray, and this is Odie. As I was teasing Odie during the commercial break there about his watch. There are so few watches left in this world. There's a few folks with the iPhone that sends the text, and you get that with that. But as far as a Timex on your arm, that's a thing of the past. Sales are really hurting there. Have they invented this into a pocket watch yet?
Well, I'm gonna go out and I'm gonna say yes.
Think so?
And the reason I say yes is this band is, it just snaps off, and this case just snaps off, and all you've got is that little puck.
So it could fit
and
into
you could put it into a little case with a chain. So I say yes, this can be either one that you want. I hadn't worn a watch in probably 15 years.
It's been longer for me.
Because I've had this.
Yeah, it's just easier to look down at that and off you go.
I got this because I wanted a new dive computer, and I got one, and then I saw this, and I said, well, look at this. So this is also a dive computer that go, I think, 300 feet deep.
It's also called a husband tracker. Keeps track of where you are, where your wife will know.
She's an Android only.
So she can't track you.
So she can't track me.
You go, boy.
So, Teresa had brought this up. And so December marks a whole nother deal on the last day. 12/31/23. Or 123/123.
Oh, well, there you go.
Yeah. Well, not January, but December. December.
All right, as we start to... what's that?
Dinah making fun of me.
What's she saying?
She said, he didn't buy that. She knows how cheap I am. Good morning, Dinah. Thank you for joining us. That's an awesome woman right there.
Bless her heart. All right, let's roll back the times of history, and let's go back to 1777. We would find out a few years ago, as somebody who was out metal detecting would find a bottle. And it said, presented to General George Washington, and it gave the exact date, 12/19/1777, stamped on the bottle.
Wow.
It was found there.
If he rubbed it, I wonder if George would pop out.
It could have. He retreated to Valley Forge, one of the worst winters that the Army could have. They had to get together, retreat. A lot of sickness went in, but they prevailed in the end. It was a tough one there as we turn back on history. 1920, may the bird of paradise fly up your nose. What am I talking about? Little Jimmy Dickens was born on this day back in 1920. He was great friends with Brad Paisley throughout the years. Little Jimmy had a bunch of hits there in the 40s and 50s, a Grand Ole Opry star.
Yeah.
Out Behind the Barn was another big one that he had there. One of my favorite TV shows that ever existed.
And this dude was as funny.
Venus Flytrap, I believe, was his name. Tim Reed was born on this date. You'll remember him from WKRP in Cincinnati.
He was one of. How can you have comic relief on WKRP? Because the whole thing was comedy.
Yeah, it was.
But he was still a comic relief.
Mr. Carlson, the whole gang there. And who could forget Lonnie?
I swear.
1940. You remember the TV show Dan Tana? And then he had another one called Vegas.
Yeah.
Well, this is who it is. Robert Urich has a birthday today. He was born in 46 on this day. He was a guy that used to drive his Thunderbird into his house, if you'll remember that.
Yep, sure was. Golly.
1947, she started out as a backup singer, and then she would go on She's Single Again, Hang On to Your Man. She had tons and tons of hits. As Janie Freaky was born on this day back in 47.
I'm sure Greg remembers her.
Oh, yeah. She did a lot of backup singing. She was on all the Johnny Duncan songs. Oh. She was good. She had a huge hit. All right, who else? Oh, 1970 was a big year for this girl as she went number one with I Was Born, a Coal Miner's Daughter. There's hardly a man alive that probably doesn't know that song from Loretta Lynn.
Oh, that's known worldwide. Everybody knows. Yeah.
Back in the Conway Twitty, and then, of course, it would be made into a movie, and, well, the whole world that didn't know her music was brought to her. 1971, it would be the first time that you would see this. We'd all gather around. They wouldn't look the same. A few of the characters were. It would be a few changes before it became a television show, but it would be the very first Christmas special in 1971 as the Waltons pilot.
Wow.
The Waltons.
Ain't that something?
Yeah, it is. Boy, what a show that was.
Good night, John Boy.
Do you remember Who's the Boss? Remember that TV show?
I do.
The little girl that was on there, who was the daughter,
Yeah.
Elisa Milano,
Milano, yep.
was born on this day. Turned out to be a pretty girl.
She is a beautiful woman on the outside. On the inside, she has a whole lot to ask for.
Do you know her? Or know
yeah,
of her?
Know of her.
I hadn't
Very terrible political notions.
Oh, I didn't know all that.
Yeah, she's almost destroyed her career.
Didn't know that.
Yeah,
I
she's
haven't
way out there.
hadn't thought of her since she left that show many moons ago.
Yeah, 'cause you don't see her anymore because she's about destroyed herself. Very, very heavy Trump hater.
Oh, was she?
Oh man, she was one of those that wasn't even supposed to be here. If Trump gets elected, I'm just
she
going to
leaving?
move. Yeah, we still waiting on her to move.
Yeah, there's a bunch of
Beautiful on
those.
the outside, but boy, is she ugly as sin on the inside.
Bless her heart. 1980, this would open in theaters tonight, and it has become, well, it's a staple. The song was big. The movie was big. As we go back for 9 to 5, it opened in theaters on this day. Boy, that's been a while ago. That's 43 years ago?
Golly, yeah.
Can you believe that?
Jeez. You know, they had him in the bedroom, and he could go,
PG
around
now,
the room.
PG.
PG. He could go around the room and do some things.
He's
But
on
if
that
he ever-
short road.
Well, they had him on a garage door opener.
That's right.
And they hit that button.
That was funny.
Oh, man.
I did not watch this. This was not my type of movie. I know it was big, and a lot of you watched it. I just was not one of them. Little Shop of Horrors debuted on this day back in '86. Do you remember that?
I do. Now, I don't know what came first. Little Shop of Horrors, TV or movie, or the
Vice versa.
stage production. A play. But I know it's kind of like chicken and the egg. I saw somebody the other day say, well, I'll let you know tomorrow. I just ordered a chicken and an egg from Amazon. Don't know which one's going to come first.
Well, there you go. 1987, this would be one of the first times that someone that was over 40 made a breakthrough in country music. For that matter, in any kind of music. That just usually, if you're not young, you don't get a contract, you don't do this. But they found an audience, and it was, well, women, middle-aged, that just loved her. She went number one today with Do Ya. Anybody remember Katie Oslin? 80s Ladies. Come Next Monday. It was a whole bunch of string of hits there. But she faded away there, and I think she has passed away, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah, I'm not sure. I hadn't heard anything in a long time about her.
I want to say she did. I'd have to go back and double check that. Somebody got impeached today. Of course, that meant nothing.
No.
These impeachment hearings on either side mean nothing. This, again, also cost the American taxpayer a lot of money for what you already knew. Bill Clinton
yeah.
was impeached.
Yeah, and that's the other president behind him.
Yes, it is.
She ran him.
She sure still does, as a matter
Still
of fact.
does. Yeah.
This was on this weekend when I walked through the living room, and I thought, there it is. Titanic premiered on this day back in 1997. Can you believe that's been that long ago?
That's crazy.
I remember I was in high school. It was 85 that they made the announcement they had found the Titanic.
I remember. Yeah, I remember that. My grandson, my daughter was watching this movie, and my grandson came in and watched it with her and fell in love with the Titanic. And I guess he was around 6, somewhere around that. He's 14 now. Well, he'll be 14 in a couple of weeks. But anyway, he fell in love with this movie, and he was one of those that if something really interested, he would find out more about it. So off to Google and YouTube he went. And it didn't take him long. He can tell you now everything you want to know about the Titanic, all the sister ships, who owned it, what all happened.
It's interesting.
He went to the Titanic Museum probably about 4 years ago and sat there and talked to all these people that worked there, and they were like, oh, this is something. But he loved that movie, but he loved the ship. And really
all of
studied
that
it.
stuff, the White Star Line, if you hadn't read up on it, do so. And the fiddle did make it. Did you remember that? It was auctioned off not long ago.
Yeah. Man.
Floated above and was picked up there.
Debbie said KT Osland passed away 3 years.
I thought so. Thank you, Debbie. We appreciate that.
So, yeah.
She was quite the old gal there that came out and had that string of hits. In 2001, this would be a huge franchise, still going today, as Lord of the Rings premiered. You ever watched any of that?
You know, I saw a couple of them.
And I did like them. They're different, but I liked them.
Long.
They are long.
But it was interesting. It all came down to,
Precious.
now Precious was that funny looking.
Yeah, had the ring.
The ring, but which one was the Hobbit? He put it on his finger, and that kind of
makes him invisible.
The whole thing.
Yeah. But, you know, if you look at that, Precious, it really relates to life of greed. And if you put the ring on, it made you greedy beyond greed and turned him into that.
Well,
That's what it was all about. Y'all be careful of Precious out there, because there is a such thing as greed, and it does take over people's lives.
Yes,
Don't let you or your loved ones be victim to this. 7:42, we are Scotty Ray and Odie. We'll be right back. Have you seen the selection of cars and trucks at Massey Supermart Auto Sales lately? How about a Grand Cherokee Jeep 4x4 Limited? They've got that in white and also gray. They have a like-new 2021 Wrangler Unlimited 4x4. Or maybe your family needs room. Have you checked out the Ford Expedition lately? 1023 Highway 39 Bypass, Massey Supermart Auto Sales.
The low profit dealer, Massey Supermart.
Meridian's favorite barbecue is Squealer's Barbecue, named the barbecue capital for the state of Mississippi. Whether it's barbecue, wings, or burgers, Squealer's simply has the best for a family environment. Every Thursday night, there's live music out on the porch. Takeout orders are welcome, and whether it's your next tailgate or large catering event, your friends at Squealer's are there to help. Drop in for lunch today or a night out on the town. Squealer's Barbecue, the best in fine barbecue.
Have you heard? Broadmoor Wine and Spirits is under new management. Now, they're conveniently located at 4900 Poplar Springs Drive, open Monday through Saturday from 10 until 9 for your convenience. They have such a large selection of wine and spirits. That's mixed drinks, boxed wines, brands that you're familiar with. Our shelves are stocked. Come by and let us earn your business. That's Broadmoor Wine and Spirits, conveniently located at 4900 Poplar Springs Drive. Welcome back. I'm your friend Scotty Ray. He just throws things at me. Hey, if you're going to be out drinking and driving tonight, the Lauderdale County Sheriff's Department invites you by to a little party they're going to have a little bit later on Minnebucket Road. Swing on by between the hours of 2200 and 2300.
You don't even have to get out of your car. They will come to you.
Yes, they will get you out of your car.
And then they'll get you out of your car.
Yeah. Friendly reminder from the Lauderdale County Sheriff's Department. And before everybody starts going, whoa, wait a minute. It's by law that you have to put this stuff out. They'll be out tonight, tomorrow night, and thereafter there. But Minnebucket Road, it's a little curvy road that, well, sometimes people that are partaking like to travel.
Yeah. And the bad part is there'll be somebody go down that road.
Yeah.
They're not going to get me.
Nope. I can get through there. You can do a good, mean Foster Brooks.
You know, he was awesome. And unlike Foster, he had never drank alcohol.
Really? He didn't drink?
Nope.
He just portrayed to drink? I did not know that.
And he was an awesome actor. Yeah. Rodney said they've got free breathalyzers.
Come by and get yours. You know, I mentioned earlier that the suspect in Clark in Newton County may have a connection to this. I put this out this weekend about a truck that was stolen This would be in Newton County that it was taken, had Neshoba County plates. Somebody pulled into a yard, walked into a house, and came back out, and the truck was gone. The truck was found in Jackson, Mississippi, and there might be a connection to the fellow that they're looking for with this also. Not 100%, but there is a strong chance there.
A lot of questions.
Yes, sir. We'll find out more about that. And we got to say that thumbs up on this.
Man, he is doing great. I heard from a grapevine yesterday that he may have been out trying to do a little work yesterday.
Really? Already?
Yeah.
Boy, he better calm down.
Oh, it's time to take it easy.
Yes, sir.
I can't wait to get another cigar with my buddy.
Clayton Cobblers, who we're talking about, who had a heart attack the other day and has been recuperating. He's out of the hospital. He's at home, and we are tickled to death that he has made it there. Good thing that he was at the hospital when all this went down. Just a miracle in itself.
Yeah, yes, it is. And God's hands was on him, and he is definitely out there making the best life. But our prayers go for you, brother. We love you, and take care. If you need us, we're right down the road. But as soon as you get well, we're going to have us a cigar.
There you go. Neshoba County over the weekend. Whoop, what is going on down there? Well, 2 arrests there, Odie.
Oof.
They did this last Thursday. Fentanyl strike team. I didn't even know we had such a thing. They teamed up with the sheriff's department, and off they went. 2 arrests have been made there. Jamie Anderson and also Jay Byers was arrested in this. As we'll watch this closely, off to court will be. And again, you're a suspect until proven guilty in a court of law. Always remember that.
That's right.
But arrests have been made with that. Now, the next thing that we wanted to put up is this is progress making here.
Oh, I guess it's been about a month maybe that we made the announcement, maybe 5 weeks that we made the announcement that this was taking place. And I still had that no relief. And then yesterday, everything's starting to take place. Everything's getting put together. Hopefully, they've got a few more tests that they're going to run today. And then hopefully by this evening, we'll have a radar sitting on top of the water tower installed. Now, once all that's done, they've got a few other things that they're working on. But about 30 days of this going through testing cycles, going through programming, and getting this thing online. But here we are. This is something that I said from day one of taking over as director of emergency management. I wanted to get a radar somehow here in Lauderdale County because we've needed it for so long. Mm-hmm. And here we go. We finally are looking at getting a radar. The good thing is we didn't use a dime of local taxpayers' money.
That's even better.
We didn't use state taxpayers' money, nor did we use federal taxpayers' money. This is an endeavor with a private company, Climavision, and they are footing this cost 100% out of their pocket as a company. And it's not costing us anything, but we are gaining one heck of a benefit out of this. But I couldn't have done this at all without Mayor Larry Gill.
Oh, yeah.
The citizens of Marion, the Board of Aldermen, the Water Department. This was what you call a team effort. This was no one person, no one group. This was a solid team effort to get this here. And I couldn't do it without you, Mayor, Board of Aldermen. All of y'all was great working with y'all. I look forward to doing more endeavors in the future with y'all, but we just took a step up for Lauderdale County.
Thumbs up on all that. Big thank you. That'll be happening before long, and we'll keep you posted as this progression begins. This will never happen, but things that I've said in the past that would never happen, that I've heard speeches by political speakers in 10 years, this could be different. But we've had a Democrat from Vermont and a Democrat from Massachusetts present legislation that would give rights back to anybody who is in prison, the right to vote. Now, again, right now, this is not going to happen. And I'll end up eating my words if I were to say this could never happen. We're looking at a different America these days as to you go, no, nobody would pass that, and yet they do. So just a little warning there. Always talk with your congressman wherever you're watching from today and go, I'm against stuff like this, so they will know in the future where you stand.
We didn't speak up loud enough and tell our representatives that we didn't want Audis participating in any sports.
Well,
You see where we're at now. You've got Audis out there beating.
Well, this is really as you bring that up, that really changes everything for women's rights. To where they've always stood up and wanted to vote. They've done this and they done. What was that movie? Norma Jean. That was huge. All of that is going out the window as people sit back and watch this happen.
And we're going to lose more. It's what people can do for individuals, not what they can do for the country as a whole for the betterment. People are buying votes.
There's a lot of folks that think like Bernie Sanders that have come to power. Now, that doesn't mean that the American people believe in that, but it's people that are put in power that, well, get this stuff passed. All we're saying on that.
And Bernie Sanders has never had a job.
No, he's always worked for the government.
Never had a job. The only paycheck he ever got was signed by each and every single one of y'all.
There you
in
go.
the form of a government check. Just saying.
It's good to know those things. We'll be right back. We ain't done yet. It's 7:52 with Scotty Ray and Odie.
Tate's Fireworks in Marion is open Monday through Saturday, 10 a.m. till 8 p.m. And again on New Year's Eve from 8 a.m. until. They offer professional grade fireworks at a low price. And if you don't want to scare your pets, they offer versions that are sensory friendly. Video monitors placed throughout their store to demonstrate how they perform in the sky. Tate's Fireworks has maintained the same great prices they offered last year. Be sure to check out their buy one, get one bins. And don't forget, they guarantee no duds at Tate's. Shop local with Jeff Tate and family at Tate's Fireworks in Marion and Collinsville.
For a child will be born, for us a son will be given to us, and the government will be on his shoulders. He'll be named Wonderful Counselor, Mighty God, Eternal Father, Prince of Peace. Merry Christmas and Happy New Year from Reed Tree Service.
Southern Accents Boutique, located on Dell Drive in downtown Marion, has the largest selection of Christmas decor. If you need a Christmas gift, drop in and see the girls today. From Christmas sweaters to jeans and shirts, names that you'll recognize when it comes to jewelry, and hobo purses that you'll love. Don't forget a large selection of furniture also located there. Ask Santa, he'll tell you. It's the largest selection of Christmas decor. That's Southern Accents Boutique, downtown Marion on Dale Drive. Drop in today.
Health Now is your locally owned medical equipment store. Every person's need is a little different, and they offer a little bit of everything from hospital beds, wheelchairs, reclining back wheelchairs, breathing treatments, CPAPs and supplies. They even have walkers, bath products, and oxygen. And the great thing about Health Now is they offer same-day service. They're open Monday to Friday, 8 a.m. to 4:30 p.m. and on call 24/7. Health Now Medical Equipment, where we treat our patients like family.
And welcome back and to the Scotty Ray Correction Department. I said Norma Jean. I guess I had Marilyn Monroe on my mind this morning. The movie was actually Norma Ray for the women's rights there that took place. It was in the 70s, wasn't it?
Yeah.
It was big. Yeah. That was a big movie. And, of course, Sally Fields did play the part.
James is watching from Morton, Apex. Usually he's at Meridian, Apex.
He'd have moved over there.
He's moving around. Thank you for watching, James.
As we look at some state headlines, Clarksdale, Mississippi, a 13-year-old shot while sleeping in the bed. Doesn't get much worse than that. And as we've seen that happen in Meridian with a 5-year-old a few years ago. As we look at that. Other things that are happening around, a man in Jackson was shot trying to break up a fight. He was going to do the right thing and help out, and he was shot in the end.
Terrible.
Hate that. We also have a teen that's been arrested in Castlewood, this over in the Jackson area, vandalizing a home that was being built. I won't show the picture because there's graffiti that has ugly words written on the wall of the home of what was done. Goes back to the family.
It goes back to the family. Yep.
As we look around, let's see what else has happened here. Somebody made up a story in Jackson. Somebody stole my car, my kids in it. It was a lie.
Well, y'all remember old Tuscaloosa, where old girl?
That's right.
They charging her for all kind of monetarily. They're charging her for each vehicle that was responding, each hour that was spent by people coming in to take care of that, and she does have some criminal counts that she's having to account for, and I think she's got court coming up pretty soon.
Yeah.
So, same thing over here in Jackson. If y'all do something like that, wow.
We had a missing duck hunter on the edge of Alabama and Jackson County that they are now presuming has passed away, Odie. Duck hunting and a canoe flipped over.
Wow.
Search is still on, but they are now looking at as most likely something has happened. As we look at Israel, things are still heating up there as they made that threat. Remember that threat they made that if you think October the 7th was bad, wait till we see what's coming?
Well,
Netanyahu has not forgotten that, and he is increasing that ground force due to that threat.
did you see, and I wanted to go back and look at the whole thing. There was a guy that was making a big speech, and he was talking about Netanyahu and talking about God and how Allah was king and blah, blah, blah. And about that time when he finished his speech, boom, dropped dead.
Yes, I did, as a matter of fact.
Oh,
Yeah, I did.
I think that was God said, did I just hear him? Come here for a minute.
That happened.
I need to
It was
talk to you.
on stage.
Yeah. Wow.
It was instant.
Yeah. Did I hear what I think I heard?
Deanne says that she thinks the body's been found since I read that story. So, as sad
Prayers
as
for the
that
family.
is, that's a twofold thing. There is closure, but still sadness on that.
Oh, it is. And prayers for the family this time of year. And everybody. Remember, Grief Share is coming up.
It is.
Griefshare.org. It's $20 for a book. It's a 13-week program. If you're going through any type of grief, go through this program. Look it up. It's going to be right here local in Lauderdale County. Do that.
I'm not familiar with this enough, but I do know that she's sick. Celine Dion. They're saying that she has lost control over her muscles, and it's a disease, a syndrome that she has. This can't be good. I knew that she had not been feeling well, but I didn't realize that something this drastic had happened to her.
I didn't care for her music or anything, but prayers go out for her.
Oh, absolutely there.
Definitely.
As we look around here, Rudy Giuliani's been sued again. It just keeps coming with all these lawsuits on him.
Yeah, they're all right.
Be careful around Christmas with flights. It's a possibility we got some storms that are going to be moving in up that east coast to where flights could be delayed. So just a warning there. Dylan Ray, get on a plane and make it back.
Man, hurry home. Could you imagine if they got battery-operated planes? How you charge them?
Good question, because the sun's not going to be out to do a windmill or a solar.
Now, we're on a delay. It's going to take 42 hours to charge the battery so we can make it to the runway.
Man alive. We're not quite ready for that yet.
No. Talking about flying, I got to do a big congratulations.
On what?
And you're going to take part of this. You don't know this yet.
I don't?
No.
Okay.
It's going to be like Mr. T. I'm going to have to spike your drink with a Valium.
My
or something.
sweet tea?
Yeah, your sweet tea with a Valium, so you'll be all good to go. But my brother, my friend, Benjamin Eakes, got his pilot's license yesterday, passed his test, and now he is a licensed balloon pilot.
Send me a note. I'll be good.
If you take some sweet tea and you feel a little drowsy, you might
I'm going to be watching you over the next few weeks.
you wake up in a balloon.
Somebody got to live to talk about it. Y'all just send me a postcard.
But congratulations, Ben. I know you've been studying hard and you've put a lot of work into it. But congratulations. And Amy can't wait to go up because she's still mad at me and you for her missing that last balloon trip.
Had nothing to do with me. Minding my own business with the kids. Y'all wave. Scotty Ray and Odie has come to our end of our time this morning as we reach 8 o'clock, and we want to say thank you to all of you for joining us this morning and being a part of this. Can't do it without you, without the information that is sent in, day out. It's all because of you.
Yeah, we have so much fun, but it's because we want to bring what's going on around our area to you so you're knowledgeable as well. Get ready for Christmas. Get your shopping done. If you're like us, we hadn't really started yet.
Not at all.
But get that done and remember the true reason for the season. Our Lord and Savior, Jesus Christ's birth, and what he'll do for your life is amazing. Invite him into your heart. Thank you for inviting us into your home. We'll see you in 23 hours. We love you. Have a great day.
The Scotty Ray Report is brought to you by our following partners.